Morning, hope everybody's well. Really nice morning today, fantastic. I don't know what the weather forecast is, and to be honest with you, I don't really care. I'm just really enjoying the fact that it's, I'm feeling great, I feel happy, healthy, this sort of thing. I hope you guys are too. I hope you're taking care of each other. I hope you're following these videos. I hope you're realizing how good this can be for you, that sort of stuff. So we have covered in total, I believe it's 9 stances. I think we've done. That might even be 10. Let's work it out. We've done bee, eagle, bear, horse, riding horse, dragon, crane, monkey. We added dog, so it's 9. So I've got to add a new one on for you today, okay? So we're going to add a stance on today called a cat stance. And the cat stance is probably the most martial arty looking one of the lot, all right? So we'll go through the first 9 stances really quickly. I'm assuming most people have been following these DVDs. If you haven't, films. I keep saying DVDs. I think I said that yesterday, didn't I? So films on YouTube, right? If you put your feet together, bring your hand across, hold the moon, so it's a light fist, remember, little egg there, you don't want to crush it, there, bring your hand across and bow. So we're in a B stance. Eagle stance, make a V shape with your feet, lift up, turn, drop down, should have about 1 spare shoe width between your feet, not 2, 1, okay? Bear stance, don't forget, bend your knees a little bit in bear. Go out, shoulder width. Okay, so we now shoulder width. Shoulder width is a horse stance. Don't forget, bend knees, sit on the horse. Alright? So, from this position, we're going to make it twice as wide to get to the riding horse. Okay, and I think most lessons I say I wish it was snowing, then we could do this properly. So I lift my foot up. So if you are in a place now where you stood outside and it's snowing, this is great because you can see your footprint. Right, so lift up, step over, bend your knees, sit on the horse, get the reins, pull them back, turn them over, tuck them in, okay, and sit on the horse. So that's your first 5, and as I remember saying yesterday, first 5 is you going out, alright, you're going to go out, okay, to the widest one you're going to do, which is horse stance, riding horse stance. So you're going from horse stance, double it to a riding horse stance. Dragon, put one leg forward, hand in the air, other hand there, okay, little bend there, little bend here, and a little bend there. Yesterday I did a bit more of a technical sort of description of what to do with that, so if you go back to yesterday's lesson, you will see it's a bit more of a technical sort of thing to where you should stand, your arms and things like that. That sort of stuff with that, and how far you should sort of step forward on there. Crane, you lift up, crane stance, up, there, wherever you go, there, okay, crane. So your wings come up, your knee lifts up no higher than level, all right, then take your foot down. Okay, when you come out of a crane stance, don't let your leg go from there, don't do that. Okay, control it. Everything in Tai Chi, so many things in Tai Chi are all to do with controlling the actual muscles and the muscle groups, this sort of stuff. They're all to do with control. If you control it, and you control it really well, you'll find that it builds up loads and loads of things sort of build up, and you'll get really strong, and you'll get used to the positions, you get used to the movements, and it's not going to be that difficult for you after a while. Like anything, start off knowing, or trying hard here, and then slowly, this bit is the knowledge, yeah? Bigger, more knowledge, okay? Stronger for knowledge, okay? Stronger for knowledge, it's a big thing, that, strong for knowledge, right? Then we did monkey. So monkey is where we had one heel on the floor. Remember, turn your hip so your thighs are level. Put your paws out there. Paws are right in front of your actual chest there. Okay, so that does look quite martial arty. Did monkey, and then we did the dog stance. And the dog stance, if you remember from yesterday, was your foot is being lifted up, right? So your paws come in, and then your foot's going out there. All right, and we floated down back down to a monkey to finish that. Right. What I don't want you doing is that, and then I'm releasing it. The tension that you've got, all this that you're going to find is going to ache in your legs. This is a really, really good thing. I've said in many of the videos in the past, if you have a searing pain, you stop instantly. You don't do it. All right. Give it some time. Try it again gently. Okay, and it will build. You will get used to it. But a nice warm sort of burning sort of pain, aching pain is a good thing inside you. Okay, it means that your body's saying, "Hey, you know, I'm not used to this. I better get used to it, hadn't I?" And you're going, "Yeah, you better, because this is what I'm going to do." And you build up and build up and build up, and eventually you find no problem whatsoever. Absolutely zero issues you'll have. It'll be just normal for you. Okay. So your dog stance was, you see me. What I do is I take my weight. I either bring my foot in. You see that? I bring my foot in, or I take my weight over. More often than not, I bring my foot in, right? And then I lift, and then I push. There. Okay? You'll feel it here. Feel it there. Okay? You're not bothered about height. You don't want height. Just come down. Okay? Comfortable for you. That's what we're after. Nice and comfy. Okay? So that was dog. Now the cat stance is really similar to a monkey stance. The only difference is on a monkey stance, your heel was on the floor and your toes were pointing up. On a monkey stance, on a cat stance, it's the opposite way around. So if your monkey stance is heel down, pretend this is your heel, right? So your legs are going to be up here, and your toes are pointing up. Do the opposite to that, just do that. So if I do this facing and then in two other directions after that for you, you'll get it. Not that difficult. So we'll do monkey. So you're there, right? And if you remember, monkey was that. And all you're going to do is change your heel, lift your heel up, put your toes down. There. All right? So there, there. That's the cat stance. When I say put your toes down, obviously you've got the ball, you know, that your toes are in front of, the ball of your foot sort of thing there. So this bit here, so that's going on the floor. I don't want you to put the tips of your toes down, this sort of thing. So it's a sort of ballet sort of move or whatever. It's not, it's just behind your toes. You've got the ball of your foot there and you put that down, all right? So if I do this sideways on, I'll use this foot so you can see this because it's more easier angle. So we go monkey, there, and then that. So hopefully you can see that. If I lift my bottoms up, you can see that. Yeah, there. So monkey, cat. All right. Now, when you do the cat stance, it's basically, if you think like one foot in front of the other, foot to the side, there. Right, so if we do that again, if you look there, that's one foot in front of the other. And what I'm going to do now is lift that up. Now, as soon as I lift that up, this back leg here needs to start to sink. It needs to sink in. What I don't want you doing is, I don't want you doing a cat stance. If we do this from this side now, I don't want you doing a cat stance with this leg straight and that leg like that. Okay? I don't want that. That's not a cat stance. You've got to bend. You see how I sink? Watch how I sink. Bend. There. Now that's getting a cat stance. Okay? So get in there. Cat stance. There. Straight in the centre of your chest, both hands. Whatever leg's forward, that hand goes out furthest. Or the hand sits behind it. There. Okay? And you will find again, as in with most Tai Chi stances, you're going to get a nice ache on that actual standing leg. Okay? So, if you put your right leg forward now, let's try it. Put your right leg forwards, just in front of the left. Lift the heel, bring your claws in or your paws in, sink a little bit there. Look straight forwards, okay? Cat stance. If you've got your right leg forward, right cat stance. Left leg forward, left cat stance, okay? Alright, let's do that from the side. So I'm going to change so you can see the angles and stuff here. So, 1 foot forward, lift the heel, paws out, claws out, sink a bit. Okay, up, change feet. Right, if you find that reasonably easy, make it so the actual front leg goes further away. So if we do this, if I go, well that's just 1 foot at the moment, that's 1 shoe in front. If I go 1.5 shoes, there, 2, okay? And you will soon find this back leg starts to ache. Hurt's the wrong word, ache. It'll start to ache, okay? So, you got 10 ways of standing that I've shown you over the past few days and past few videos here on YouTube. 10 ways of standing in Tai Chi. There's around about another 10 to go, alright? They're not difficult, some are a bit strange, a bit fun as well. But what I'm going to do now is, as usual, I'm going to put a warm-up on. We're going to do some jumping around. If you're in a group, nominate somebody to start. Get that person to think of a good move. Keep it easy. Don't go too exotic, should we say, where headstands and cartwheels and things like that. Remember, if you can do that, there's a chance somebody else in your group can't do this, and if they do try it and they end up getting injured from it, it's because they haven't trained to get to the level that you can do that at. All right, so keep it nice and safe. That's the main sort of tip with this. But have some fun, okay? I never know, I just make moves up. Some are repetitive, but you, I'm sure, have way better moves than what I've got. All right, so think some moves. If you're with a small group, you know, you're going to get back to your next move pretty quickly. If you're in a bigger group, then you're going to wait a little while before it comes back to you, okay? So give me a few seconds. I shall key up the music and then we'll kick off with a warm-up and have some fun. All right. Okay, always start a little bit simple, so I'm just going to move about on the spot like this, but you guys do what you want. Okay, and change. The greenhouse is busy inside, pruning again. Everything's easy and change. I like it. I like it. Change. Sisters in bed. Mother is shouting to her. Pack up the dolls. Dinner is ready. Go tell change. Dad. The whole house smells good. I look at the street. The scenes exactly the same. The windows are playing some songs. I like it. I like it. Change. Don't think I'm wrong. I'm singing songs, just watching Sunday. Are you ready? Change. Change. shame. My bottoms are falling off. Hope you're all well. Really good. Right. I say this every now and again, because of the way copyright works and things, YouTube, there are people out there that will pick up if this is a song that we were jumping around to, that was a well-known song from now to the years gone by. And if they do that, they're going to send me a bill basically saying don't use this anymore, it's our song, it's not yours, and even though you're doing a little bit of exercise to that, we don't want you to do this. So the actual song is a song I've written. I play musical instruments and stuff like this, write songs, play in a band is a sort of like my hobby, my thing. I've done it for years, and that was a song I think sort of fits and we can jump around to. A song called I Like It, if you've probably not already guessed. Okay, so I hope you're not getting too bored with that, but I'm sorry now, I kind of keep making apologies for this, but that's the only thing I can play, because I just don't want somebody sending me a message or ringing me up saying, oi, you know, stop doing this. It wouldn't be nice. So on to the Tai Chi. Right, we have gone through most of the movements. There are just 2 movements left in the Tai Chi first initial Tai Chi form. Form just means more than one move, okay? So if it's 2 form move, if it's a 2 form, it means 2 moves. 3 form, 3 moves. 4, 5, whatever it is. 20, 24, 30, 32, this sort of thing. 32 moves, that's a lot of moves. All right? Some of the staff moves that I actually teach, there is one I think it goes over, it's 32. It joins another one as well. So anyway, back to today. First movement, crane wakes up. So if you're new to this, we're going to go through the first set of moves and then we're going to add a new one on right at the end. So stand in your horse stance, bend your knees, breathe in gently in through the nose and then out through the mouth. Okay, let's do that 3 times. So breathe out, breathe in, and then breathe out. Every time you breathe out, release the tension. Okay, so release the stress in your face, in your shoulders, in your arms, your hands. Okay, so breathe in through the nose and then out through the mouth. Alright, first movement, the crane wakes up. Breathe in, lift your arms up. Breathe out. Bring your arms round. Turn. Open your wings. And come back. Same this way. Breathe in. And breathe out. Okay. Step forward on your right leg. Lift your arms up. Breathing in. Sink back. Breathe out as you turn. Come back up. Breathing in. Step back. Breathe out. Okay. Lift up your knee. Breathe in. And breathe out. Lift up your other knee. Breathing in. And breathe out. Okay. Take your wings up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift up. Breathe in. Push. Breathe out. Okay. One hand over the top of the other. Breathe in. And breathe out. Okay. Now, what I did there is I did some movements when we lift the knee up higher, movement a little bit lower. You remember in the past what I'm saying is copy me for what to do, but do it in your way. So if you can't get that, if you can just get it here, do that. Okay, if you can get it up here, do that. That's up to you. Alright? The main thing is to try do something a little bit different. Okay, a little bit sort of challenging, this sort of thing. So, if you remember from the earlier videos that I put up, every time you lift your arms up, you're breathing in. Every time you breathe out, your hands come down, you're breathing out. The speed of your breath controls the speed of your movement. So if I go, my arm should go in. Alright? It's not what you want. You do not want that. You want to if you think of a ball, if you take a ball and look at a ball, if you bounce a ball on the floor, that ball never stops moving until the energy goes out of it and eventually it lies still on the floor. Okay? The ball never ever stops moving. So if you've got that ball here and you let it go, it would go down to the floor. The first surface that makes contact with the floor, the rest of it is still moving. So the first part of that makes contact there. This is the first surface. But the rest of the ball, so down we go, it hits the floor. But the rest of the ball is still going down. And then all of a sudden, the contact surface starts to come up and you get this. You see that? At no point does the ball stop moving. Why I'm saying this is because we've now done a number of lessons. When you breathe in, you don't breathe in to the point where you can't breathe in anymore, where you stop, like you keep breathing, keep breathing, keep breathing, keep breathing, and then you go, I can't breathe in anymore, right? What you do is you get up to a point where it's comfortable breath in, and then automatically, as you're breathing out, your hand will turn and come back down. So this hand never stops. Some part of my arm is moving all the time, okay? Some part. Alright? Same with your breathing. When you breathe in, okay? So we do it from here. So you breathe in, breathe out. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Now yesterday morning, in yesterday's lesson, the actual, it was a little bit colder down here, so you were seeing a lot more of my breath coming out of my mouth in the cold air, that sort of thing. And it's easier to see the breathing and breathing out. But if you guys are stood outside, you know, then you'll do it. But at the end of the day, you don't think of it as a stopping motion. Think of it as, right, oh, I'm going to bounce back. Yeah, so breathe in, breathe out. Yeah, this sort of thing. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to add on a move that's called the crane drinks water. And this gets performed 3 times. So there's three actual movements. Same move, but 3 moves, okay? So if you stand in your horse stance, right? And if you remember, what we did is we did the crane takes flight. So you lift it up, so that up we go. We flap the wings, come down, and then we bring our hands one over the top of the other. This time what we do is, instead of there being a gap between the 2 hands there, we touch. Okay? So up, crane takes flight, Comes down, touch. When you touch, imagine now that your hands are in water, that your hands are in a sink or a bath or something, maybe, or a river. Okay, so put your hands there. All right. Now your shoulders are relaxed. You're looking forwards. You're not looking down at this. You look forwards, and you basically lift your hands up to a point where you can still keep the water in your hand. When you get to here, you'll notice my shoulders are hunching up and everything, and your hands start to turn, so the water's going to run out. So the idea with this is you come down, drink, and then down. Okay. So you turn just underneath your belly button, scoop the water up with your hands, lift it up, and then down. Okay. So if you get okay at it, you'll probably be able to get, I can get to about here before my shoulders start to go up too much and my hands still remain flat there. And there. Okay, so down. Now, on your way up, your hands are coming up, you're breathing in. On the way down, your hands, you breathe out, your hands are going down, okay? So breathing in, so breathe in. We'll lift up, and then down. Turn and breathe in. And breathe out. Now, a little while back I had a young boy turn to me and he said, "Paul, how on earth can you have a drink? You're missing your mouth all the time." And I said, it's not the fact that it's me drinking. It's actually a crane. Now, if you see a crane, crane's got a long beak. We're getting where we're going here. Okay? So up we go. Takes a bit of a drink. Take a drink. Yeah? It's a crazy analogy, but it was the one that I gave him. At the end of the day, what you're really doing is you lift your arms up there and you're breathing in. And then you're breathing out. These are really good, deep breaths. Okay? Really good deep breaths. And again, you're coming up the center of your body. You're lifting everything up the center. You breathe in, come straight up. This big motorway that runs right up the middle, right, if you remember from previous, I think I said yesterday, up into your mouth, and then up and over the back, and then down your spine, and then right the way around and back up again, this sort of thing. So what you're doing is you're pulling up this actual, this actual energy, if you like. You're breathing in. Air is an energy, okay? Definite energy for us to do. So let's try it one more time. All right. So we're going to do it from crane. Crane takes flight. So if we lift up, so you breathe in, breathe out, come down, pull up, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in again, breathe out, and again breathe in, and then breathe out. Okay, now that's got us right the way through up until the last one. So the last movement I will show in the next video. Okay, that's that will complete it, and I'll do the whole thing 2 or 3 times tomorrow with you, and then I'm going to get you to do something with your hands, and your hands should go warm, should be nice and sort of toasty on your hands, this sort of thing. Not an issue if it isn't, don't worry about it, we're still alive. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you've had a really good day. I'm conscious that some of these films are going on 30, 40 minutes, that sort of stuff. I think I've done one about 42 minutes, and I know people want short and sharp sort of things. So you've got plenty of things to do today. You've got the cat stance to sort of like go over. You've also got the brand new movement, which is called Crane Drinks Water. I don't know if I mentioned that, but Crane Drinks Water, right? And with that, hopefully, you should have enough to practice, and I'll see you on the very next one, okay? So have a really, really lovely day. I hope everybody's safe. I hope everybody's happy. Remember, with stress situation and things like this, what you got to understand here is it's how you react, right? That's how we feel. If you're happy all the time, you try to be happy. I remember a quote in a film, I don't know if everybody's seen this, a film called Marvelous. Absolutely jaw-dropping film, unbelievable film about Stoke City Football Club and the guy who was the kit man there at Stoke City Football Club. If you haven't seen this film, watch it and get the tissues out. It's that good. It's a brilliant film. And he said, why are you happy? So, you know, why are you always happy? And he just basically says, I choose to be happy. Now that's so powerful. I choose to be happy, right? I choose to be happy. I choose to be happy. If you choose to be sad, you can be sad and you can feel horrible, and guess what happens? Your whole body feels terrible. And you know, the Tai Chi, Chinese people in medicine things believe that if you're sad and you're down, you open up your body to all sorts of nasty little bugs and things like this that can get in there, and that, you know, can obviously create a lot of problems for you. So choose to be happy, okay? You choose to be happy, trust me, you will be happy. I promise you, even through darkest things, try to be positive, try to be happy, try to have a smile on your face, and try, you know, your best to take care of each other, all right? So, see you on the next video, and have a great day. So, it's one of those from Paul, all right? See you soon, everybody. Bye.